Hi everyone, welcome to the Numerology and the Astrology for May 17th, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 17, and if you add the 1 and the 7 together, you get the number 8. In the yogic numerology system, the number 8 is the number of prana and breath. It is inhaling and exhaling, but it is also the process of life and death. So as you inhale, you breathe in life, and as you exhale, that is the last thing you do in this life as you die. I want everybody to remember to breathe. So this is a number of grief, loss, and sadness, but it is also the number that is trying to bring heaven to earth and earth to heaven. It's trying to bring something in, channel something through, manifest it in the physical plane, and then lift it up in some way. Where there is a will, you will always find a path that does not seem obvious or even possible. I know that many feel as if we have stepped off any recognizable path and are bushwhacking our way through unknown territories. Some are completely making their own paths, and honestly, that is recommended at this time. When you go off the path that someone else established, while their path, it might have felt safe, you probably missed out on the adventure that can take you into the magic and the mysteries of life. The number 8 is the number of death and the abyss. This can be literal or metaphorical. I think when you go off-road, you confront the fear of the unknown and the potential for so many forms of death. Following the paths of others gives a feeling of safety that you will get to where you are going. But when you go on your own and cut your own path, every day you deal with the fear that you could be lost, fail, and even die. Each of us at this time are feeling just that. Each day is an unknown. Each day you have no idea how good or bad it could be. Each day you watch other countries struggling to keep going. Each day you discover that you need much less than you thought. It is clear that your old world is very dead and a new world with a functional structure is still forming. Life is a highly destructive process. We are not invincible. We are in a critically vulnerable state as we walk up this steep new mountain that has never had a path cut into it before. No sense in quaking in your boots. Be bold, be brave, take the risk, reclaim your aliveness, and step off the old paths and step onto your own. Okay, so the astrology today. The moon moves into Pisces. The moon moves from Pisces into Aries in the morning. I really can't talk today. Sunday is a high energy day with the moon moving into the athletic Aries and the life-giving sun making a harmonious trine to express the feeling that I want more because of the expansive and optimistic planet Jupiter. You've got a little bit to get up and go feeling. You've got a little bit of that get up and go feeling. So get moving, but don't overextend yourself. There is an intention to feel optimism and the potential to manifest good things under this astrology. You want to improve yourself and discover what really makes you happy. There is a moment of cooperation. Take advantage of that while you have it. Rise above the pettiness of others in this moment because it will change. Later in the day, there is a Mercury-Jupiter sesquiquadrate, if I can talk, that will compel some to make decisions that are impulsive and not well thought through. Once again, perceptions will then distort over the news and what people want to believe. There are things that are very important. Do not ignore them when they happen. Justice is not expected in the larger arena of government. That is why you have to move through your life in a just and conscious way. So my quote for today is, "Destruction of ego releases the wildness within." And that's what I wanted to talk with my blog today about. So I have watched my life be a process of building ego and destroying that same ego. I believe that that is an essential process. The building of ego is to learn how to build power within. It helps you hone your focus and discover the power of intention put into manifestation. Building ego helps you find confidence, but eventually you have to watch the destruction of that very same ego. There are moments when you need ego in this plane of existence just to survive. I know that Wayne Dyer said, after working to embrace his ego again and again, that in the end he believed no matter what, ego needs to be destroyed. I understand what he's talking about from my own battles with ego, and I agree that there is an evolutionary process that becomes clear that ego is not needed when you embrace a level of authenticity. When you are comfortable in your own skin, there is no need for any layers of protection or shielding, which is the ego's job. I have watched in amazement many spiritual teachers and leaders who seem to have stepped past ego and into that authentic space. But then the lure of power and control seems to draw most of them back into places of ego. The arrogance comes roaring back and locks in even harder. Some never escape it. That reoccurrence of ego is something to be vigilant of and be aware of in each moment. In this domain, I do not believe that we can completely eradicate ego, but I believe that some may be able to step past the levels of ego that like to puff up and bluff. The question for authenticity is the key to freedom from ego. I think that you try to kill something off. I think when you try to kill something off, it tends to hide and resist. And when you're not looking, it surges back. Instead, learn to cultivate a positive trait, such as authenticity. That might be strengthened to the point that it displaces that other ego-based identification and allow for movement past the self-importance of ego and into something that is more connected and real. Thanks, everybody.